Welcome back for another gentle afternoon flow to start our week off in the right way. Take a moment to find yourself in your space. I have a mat, a blanket, 2 blocks. You decide what you need for your practice at home today. And come meet me in your favorite comfortable seated position. Once you get there, I invite you to rock side to side and get yourself comfortable on those sits bones, starting to find that solid foundation. And then come to your seat, sitting up tall through the spine, letting every vertebrae reach up a little bit taller, coming up through the neck, through the head, through the crown of the head. Take a breath here. In through the nose, filling all the way up, and exhale out through the mouth. Lick your lips, wiggle out your face. Welcome to class. Take a few more breaths in this seat. Wiggle whatever would like a little wiggle. And allow yourself to find your center. Maybe you'd like to keep your hands down on your knees to feel a little bit more grounded. Maybe you'd like to turn your palms up to welcome in a little more goodness from the universe. This receptivity posture. Just take a breath. Sigh it out. One more. Beautiful. Now we're going to bring our hands out to the sides and turn the palms down, sparkle the fingers, get the shoulders a little shimmy. A little more side to side, just starting to feel into our bodies today. And then when you're ready, turn those palms up. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, reaching up, up, up. Exhale, turn the hands down. Let the arms float down towards the ground and bring the chin down towards your chest. Stay here for a moment, coming up onto your tippy fingers. Shimmy the shoulders a little further. Lick your lips again, wiggle out the face. Just wiggling out any tension you might be holding in your shoulders, perhaps in the back of the neck. Take a breath. Inhale, sweep the arms and the gaze back up. Exhale, float back down. We're going to take an extra breath here, breathing further into the back of the neck, tops of the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep back up. Bringing the hands together at prayer. Draw them down to your heart space, taking a breath here, maybe sending an intention for your practice. Collectively, we're going to work on slowing down, really feeling into our bodies, feeling into our breath. You can call in whatever else you are working on along the way, and also think about whatever you might be releasing out. Let's make some space for our blessings to grow. Reaching up to the sky, reach up, up, up. Release the hands, sparkle the fingers, bring the arms down to the ground. We're going to find a forward fold. Invite you to crawl down as far as you would like to go, walking the hands forward. Sway side to side. Relax your neck. See if you can just maybe look down towards the ground, towards your feet. Maybe close your eyes. Nod your head, yes or no. Continue to wiggle the face. See if you can unclench your jaw. Swap the hands back to the body, bring the gaze back up. Inhale, sweeping the arms out and up. Exhale, turn and twist to the right. Planting the right hand down behind you. You choose, do you want to reach the right hand out in front? Sorry, the left hand out in front, or do you want to reach it around to that right knee to help yourself twist a little bit further? Enjoying 3 breaths on this side. See if you can look over to the right. Still keeping our hip points facing forward, twisting from the tops of our torso. Enjoy big breaths in, long exhales out. Okay, take another breath. And we're going to slowly bring those arms all the way back up. Reaching up, up, up. Sparkle the fingers. Beautiful. Exhale, cactus arms. Open up through the heart. Lift up. Take a breath. Exhale, bring the hands all the way down behind your backs. Maybe you want to plant them on the ground. Maybe you want to set them on your lower back. You could even interlace those fingers and pull back with your fists, lifting up through the heart. Let's enjoy 3 breaths here. Sighing them out. Wiggle whatever would like. Wiggle. One more. On the exhale, let's release the hands, bring them all the way back up, 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 reaching up to the sky. Reach up, 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 and then slide the arms down, right? So instead of reaching up like this, the shoulders slide down on your back. Give the shoulders another little shimmy. Enjoy a breath here. Okay, one more breath, and then we're going to turn and twist to the left. Turn and twist to the left. Plant that left hand down behind you. You get to choose, do you want to reach that right arm out in front? Do you want to reach it over to the left knee and help your shoulders twist a little bit further to that side? Looking over the left shoulder, let's enjoy 3 more breaths. Sighing them out. See if you can maybe deepen your twist on every exhale. Get a little bit further over to the side. Okay, one more breath. Inhaling, slowly unwinding, bringing in those arms all the way back up to the top. Sparkle the fingers up, up, up. Drop the shoulders down on the back. Good job. Lift up through that heart. Beautiful. Take another breath. Exhale. We're going to come for another forward fold. Let the hands slide down. Walk them forward. Again, going only as far as feels good to you. You get to choose. Enjoy a few breaths here. As you reach down with those hands, plant the hands into the ground and see if you can push back towards your body and get your sits bones to plant a little further down as well. While you're here, if you like, you could nod your head yes and no. Lick your lips, wiggle out your face. Maybe squeeze the shoulders up to the ears and then drop them down. Squeeze them back up. Drop them down, give them a little wiggle. Rock the hands back to the bodies. Nice. Another shimmy in the shoulders. Good job. Okay, now we're going to lean back and bring one hand to each shoulder. Let the knees come together. Just give the feet a little wiggle, a little shimmy. Give the hands a little wiggle, a little shimmy. Let's do some wrist and ankle circles. There we go. In whatever direction. And then maybe go in both directions, like cycle between the two, right? Just make sure whatever you do, you balance it out. Okay, extend the legs long. Point and flex the feet. Point and flex the hands. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Reaching up, up, up. Exhale, hands are going to come back through cactus, lifting up through the heart. Enjoy a moment here. Shimmy the shoulders. Exhale, hands come down behind the back. Again, you choose. Do you want to hang on to those fists and draw your shoulders back? Do you like to just reach your hands back, pushing away from the ground, pushing forward with the chest, still a beautiful shoulder opener. Could also set those hands on the lower back, reach forward with the heart. Whatever feels best to you here. Good job. One more breath. Release the hands, wiggle the fingers. Beautiful. Bring them back to the front. Give the shoulders another little wiggle. Okay, good. Now we're going to lean back and recross our legs, but this time do it in the opposite direction. So that non-dominant way, crossing the legs, right? And then shimmy side to side. Again, on those sits bones, finding that solid foundation. Beautiful, drawing up in the spine, through every vertebrae. Through the head, up into the crown of the head, reaching up nice and tall. Inhale, reach the arms out and up. Exhale, bring the hands together at prayer and draw them through for a big, beautiful sun breath. Inhale, sweep back up. Connecting the movement with the breath, finding that calm in the chaos. One more. All the way up, up, up. Hands come together, push those palms together at prayer. Take a moment at your heart. Enjoy your breath. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we're going to let the hands slide down and forward. Find a forward fold. Crawl the hands forward, going as far as you'd like to go on this side. And once you get there, give yourself a little sway side to side. Gently nodding the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. And notice how it feels on this opposite side. And notice if there's maybe any different type of adjustment that you could do so it would feel better on this non-dominant side. Maybe, maybe not. Let's feel into our bodies and see what they say in these moments. Walking the hands back up. Beautiful. Let's bring our hands to our knees, and we're going to do a few circles with our body. Think about leading with your heart. So hands on the knees, lean forward, and circle over to the right. Lean over to the right side. Sliding back through the shoulders, hanging onto the knees, grounding down in the sits bones, and then coming over to the other side, sliding forward in front. Just explore the space around you. I invite you to close your eyes and explore the space inside of you. Make any adjustments along the way so that this feels better to you. One more big circle in this direction, all the way around. And then meet me in the center. Inhale, sweep those arms all the way up. Exhale, the hands are going to come through that cactus. Take a moment here, sparkle the fingers, draw those shoulder blades together behind the back. Enjoy another breath, and as you exhale, slide those hands down behind your back. You decide, are you hanging on to fists? Are you planting hands down into the ground? Maybe they're in the small of your back. What feels best to you? Maybe there's a different option that you've decided works better today. All right, one more breath. Release the hands, bring them back to the front, wiggle out the shoulders. Beautiful. Okay, now lean forward and see if you can circle in the other direction. So go the other way. Maybe we started, if you went the same way as me, you started to the right. So now we're going to go to the left, exploring that non-dominant circle, sitting in the non-dominant feet. The really good way to really feel into your body. You're like, well, what happens if I lean a little further here or back off in that space there? And then would I like it more if I went slower here or sped up there? Tracing those circles back. Enjoying the journey along the way. Gliding through the shoulders, letting the neck melt down. The neck is not doing any work except for enjoying the movement. Letting those circles get as big or as little as you like on this side. Okay, one more. Go all the way around. All right, come on back up. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up, up, up. Just shoulders drop down. Beautiful. Reach the hands forward and find another forward fold, crawling yourself forward. Melting down towards the ground as far as you would like to go. And again, you get to choose. Do you want to sway side to side, nod your head, yes and no? Lick your lips. Wiggle out your face. Unclench your jaw. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, slowly lift the gaze. And when you're ready, walk the hands back towards the body. Bring yourself back up. And keep walking those hands back. We're going to bring them to our knees, leaning back. Bring the knees together. Extend those legs long. Finding our staff pose again. Point and flex the hands and feet. Some wrist and ankle circles. All right. Good job. Sway side to side. Come on to those sits bones. Okay, and let's see if we can anchor down into our heels. So draw your toes back towards your body, anchoring down into the heels on those sits bones nice and strong. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Reaching up, up, up. We're going to exhale, turn and twist to the left. Plant that left hand behind you. And we're going to take the right hand and we're going to reach it towards that left knee so you can help turn yourself just a little bit further and gently look over that left shoulder. Always in our twist, trying to keep our hip points facing forward, turning from the tops of our torso. Take another breath here and see if you can look out of the corner of the left eye. A little bit further. Beautiful. Now we're going to take another breath, keep the body exactly how it is, and slowly turn the gaze towards the front. Only the head is going to turn. Everything else is going to stay the same. Everything stays the same. Head is going to turn to the front and then, all the way over to the right. Go to the right, go to the right. Keep turning. Take 3 breaths here. Now see if, still exhaling out. See if you can look out of the right corner of the eye. Just turning that gaze a little bit further to that side. Beautiful. One more breath. We're going to exhale, gently unwind. Bring everything back to the front slowly. Let the shoulders come back, the gaze come back. Hands to the knees. Wiggle out the shoulders. Turn the head side to side. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. All the way up, up, up. Let those shoulders drop down on your back. Beautiful. Take a breath here, anchoring down in the sits bones, anchoring down in those heels. Beautiful. One more breath. And as you exhale, turn and twist to the right. letting that right hand plant behind you. Left hand now is going to reach over towards the right knee, helping us twist over to that side. Lifting up through the heart, hip points are still facing forward towards the front of the mat. Few breaths on this side. When you're ready, see if you can look out of the right corner of your eye, turning that twist a little further to the right. Beautiful. Let's take another breath, sitting up nice and tall, lifting up through the heart. We're going to slowly turn our gaze towards the front. Nothing else is going to move. Our gaze is the only thing. Our head is going to turn slightly, slowly, gently. Let's go over to the left, all the way, all the way. There it is, keeping the body twisting to the right. Gaze goes to the left. Take 3 breaths here. If you'd like to further that twist, see if you can look out of the left corner of the eye. Good job. All right, yogis, one more breath in. As you exhale, gently unwind. Let those shoulders come back to the front. Gaze comes back to the front. Hands to knees. Wiggle out the shoulders. Good job. Inhale, sweep the arms forward and up. Up, up, up. Exhale, come to those cactus arms. Visit your cactus, lifting up through the heart. Beautiful. Slide the arms all the way down and back. You choose. Are we hanging on to those fists? If we are, let's do that on the non-dominant side this time. We've been crossing them the dominant way this whole time. Let's do it the non-dominant way. If not, you could always plant the hands on the ground, maybe on the small of the back. What's going to help you arch? Giving you this little baby back bend, opening up the front of the shoulders, the chest, that heart space. Beautiful. One more breath. Release the hands, bring it back to the knees, wiggle out the shoulders. Okay, let's take a moment, point and flex those hands and feet. I'm going to slide over into a tabletop. So however you like to get there, you could bring your knees up and around to the side and just tuck them underneath you. Setting our tabletop up for success. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck your toes. Take a breath here, sigh it out. Good job. One more. Okay, now we're going to take a few rounds of cat and cow. So as you inhale, see if here, I'm going to do, there we go, sideways. Inhale, drop your belly, round up through those shoulders, looking up towards the sky, lifting up through the chin. This is our cow pose, right? Big cow. Feeling into those ribs, the back, going down the spine. And then when you're ready, you're going to take a big breath in and you're going to exhale. Bring your gaze down. Go one vertebrae at a time. Bring the chin to the chest. Slowly slide up through those shoulders, pushing through the palms, letting that entire spine find its arch, coming into your cat pose. Inhaling, slowly dropping back down, running up into your cow. Letting that tailbone come along. Exhaling back into cow, tucking the tailbone in, finding that arch in the spine. Inhale back into cow. Notice any little spaces in your body where you'd like to make a little adjustment along the way and start to go at your pace with your breath. Right. One more cat, one more cow. Come meet me back in your flat back. Take a breath here, sigh it out. Okay, now we're going to have a little fun while we're here. So Lean into your hands a little bit more and into your right knee a little bit more and lift that left leg. We're going to lift it in a 90-degree angle. Doing math today too, apparently. 90-degree angle. Flex your foot. Take a breath here. Pushing away from the ground with those hands. Beautiful. Maybe even give that leg a little pulse. Squeeze the glute along the way. Okay, come back to stillness and lean into your left hand a little bit more and see if you can lift your right hand to your heart. Enjoy a few breaths here. Beautiful. One more. And slowly bringing that hand back down to the ground. Bring the knee back down to the ground. Sway the hips side to side. Maybe even bring the knees a little bit closer and allow yourself to sway those hips all the way to the side. You can tap on the edge of the mat and then come back up and over. All right, one more of these on each side. Nice and slow. This is exactly what we came for, right? All right, come on back up. Finding your tabletop. Actually, let's come on to our calves for a moment. Tuck the toes under, come onto the calves, and give those wrists some circles. It's a lot of work on the wrists. So we're going to do a little in between wrist circles, and if you like, even some magnetic wrists. Magnetic wrists are when you pretend you have magnets in your wrists and you can roll them around, but they just cannot come apart because there's magnets in them. So just let them swirl around. Give yourself just a nice little amount of pressure, little release. And then when you're ready, go in the other direction. Always balancing everything out in all of the ways. Beautiful. That's better. And a little shimmy, a little shake. All right, come on back to your table. Wrists under elbows, under shoulders, knees under hips. Tuck the toes. Take a breath. Sigh it out. Okay, now we're going to lean into our hands a little bit more, lifting the right leg this time. Oh, should I switch sides? I'm going to switch sides. Okay, lift your right leg. Perfect. Right leg goes up. Again, with that 90-degree angle, pushing away from the ground with both hands. Flex your foot. Get really nice and strong in this pose. Pushing away from the ground, lifting up through the heart. Do like a few pulses, activating that leg, the glutes. Beautiful. Make any adjustments so it feels better to you. All right, now take a moment, find that stillness again. We're going to lean into our right hand a little bit more and bring your left hand to your chest. Enjoying a few breaths on this side. Feeling nice and strong in that core, keeping everything together. Beautiful. Bring that left hand down to the ground. Gently bring that knee down to the ground. And again, sway your hips side to side. Nod your head yes and no. Wiggle out your face. Lick your lips. Unclench your jaw. Okay, come back to table. And let's turn our wrists in the other way, right? So a little more love for the wrists. Turn your fingers in towards your knees and draw some circles, little baby circles around on the wrists, and let your whole body come along. Some organic movement, whatever you'd like to add in the way. Now when it starts to feel really good in those circles, turn and go in the other direction. Gently releasing the wrists, the hips, the knees. This is one of the reasons I like having that blanket on my mat too, for all this stuff for the knees. Bring the hands back to the center. Find your table. Take a breath here. Sigh it out. Good job. Okay, so let's come back onto our shins. Let the shins come underneath you. Untuck the toes, right? Toes are not tucked anymore. Coming back up onto the shin. Good job. Sitting up tall. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Up, up, up. Exhale. Hands together at prayer. Coming down for that sun breath. Drawing that through center. Inhaling all the way back up. Big breath in, long exhales out. Again, finding that calm in the chaos with our breath. All the way up. This time we're going to pause at our heart and take a moment here. Our hands at our heart. Bowing our heads into the space, visiting your intention. Always coming back to our intention so we can always make sure that we have our energy flowing where we want it to go. Not just whatever comes along the way. Beautiful. Sliding the hands back down to the mat. Placing them on the mat. Untuck your toes. Big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to slowly push up into a downward dog. So lift the knees and let the hips come up and back. Allowing the head to drop down. Pedal out the legs. Nod your head yes and no. What other little adjustments could you do to get further into your downward dog? Maybe you want to rock front to back, onto the hands and then onto the feet. Make sure your stance is where you want it. Is it too wide or too short? And then sink into your downward dog. Sink in, try not to hyperextend the legs. Lifting up through the hips. Let the shoulder blades drop onto the back, pushing away from the ground with those hands. Look back between your feet so you can really focus on relaxing your neck. Lick your lips and unclench your jaw. Good job. A few more breaths here. Pedal the feet out a little bit further. Okay, bring the feet back down. Take one more breath. Sigh it out. Beautiful. Now we're going to slowly bring the feet together in the center so the big toes touch. Inhale, bring that right leg up to the sky. Point and flex the foot and then bend the knee. Keeping the hip points facing forward, just reach that right leg over to the left side. Just a little gentle hip opener. And then look forward. Inhale, bring the knee into the chest and gently step that foot between the hands. And once you get here, you can decide, do you like to use your blocks to frame your foot? This is a really good place, I think, for the blocks. And just get yourself firm in your lunge. Okay, take a breath here, little pulse on the legs. Beautiful. And then we're going to gently drop that left knee down to the ground. So right knee forward, left knee back, and slowly bring yourself up. Left hand to left hip, right hand to right hip, finding your lunge. Wiggle the shoulders, lifting up through the heart. Inhale, swim the arms up. Exhale, dropping the hands down, the shoulders down behind the back. Take a breath here in your crescent lunge. Beautiful. One more. Okay, now we're going to gently drop the left arm down. Let it come forward and down, and it's going to reach back, maybe towards your calf, reaching up, up, up. Beautiful, exalted warrior. Nice. Now, let the top arm swim down, and it's going to come to that right knee, and just find a little low side angle pose, right? So right right elbow, right knee, left arm swims up. Beautiful. Take a breath here. Nice. One more. Okay, now slowly swim that arm back, reaching back, and let's bring that front arm forward again. Nice. Reaching up, up, up. Maybe this time with that top arm, reach back a little bit further. Okay, swimming forward. Swim both arms forward to your blocks. And from here, we're going to slide into that half splits. Gently scooting your foot forward. Just like a little inchworm, inch it forward. Find your half splits. And then when you get there, anchor down in that heel. Draw your toes back towards your body. Keeping that heart lifted. Anchoring down, still in the heel, drawing back, nice active leg. Beautiful. One more breath. We're going to come back into that lunge. Bring the foot back down to the ground. Beautiful. Exhale, slide back. I'm just going to move the block so that you can see. Start to move with your breath. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. Okay, now come forward into that lunge. You don't need the blocks for this. We're going to slowly bring the right hand in front of the right foot and bring the left arm to your left hip. Beautiful. And just find this little twist, and you can push your elbow into your knee and your knee into your elbow and help yourself twist a little bit more. Beautiful. Okay, left hand's going to come back to the ground. Now the left foot is going to slide towards the back. There we go. Beautiful. And we're going to do that twist again, inhaling up. The little left twist. You could even look up to the left if you like. Okay, now left hand's going to come back down to the ground, and we're going to walk ourselves to the center of the mat. So this left leg is still behind us, right? It's kind of off the mat a little bit. And we're going to walk towards the center, turning and pivoting, right? And then let this right foot turn and pivot with you. I'm going to set up for gate pose. I'm going to scoot my blocks out of the way and get firm on your knee. So we're still on the we're still on our tippy toes over here. Our toe is tucked. Right foot is flat. And I'm going to have my hands flat on the ground. There we go. So you can see them. Okay, gate pose. Perfect. So give yourself a little shimmy. And we'll start by tucking our tailbone. I'm going to go a little sideways. So you start by tucking your tailbone in and find your cat and cow here. Take a few rounds of cat and cow in your gait. And as you do, just let the hips come along, right? That right hip is doing nothing different. Your cat and cow. This right hip is just coming along for the ride. Nice and gentle. Okay, beautiful. One more cat and cow in the gate. All right, coming back to center, anchoring down in your left hand. Inhale, reach the right arm all the way up. Stacking those shoulders on top of each other. Reach up, up, up. Beautiful. Exhale, we're going to reach around like we're threading the needle. Reach all the way around over to the right. Scoop down and under, and then go through over to that left side. We're not going to thread it all the way down just yet. We're just going to reach, opening those shoulder blades up on the back, and then inhale all the way back up. Exhale, come back down. Nice. Inhale back up. Stay up here for an extra breath. Maybe reach over to the side a little bit if you like. Beautiful. Exhale. We're going to come all the way down now and thread the needle. Come down onto your right cheek. And let your left hand just rest next to your face. Make any little adjustment so this feels better in your body. Maybe you want to come down onto the right shoulder a little further. or not. Or not is always an option. All right, one more breath. Pushing away from the ground with that left hand, inhaling that right arm all the way back up. Sparkle the fingers, and hand back down to the ground. Beautiful. Come to your flat back and tuck that right knee underneath. Beautiful. Finding that sway side to side, bringing your hips to each side. Let the knees come together in the center. Swing the hips side to side. You could tap the side of the mat with that hip all the way up over to the other side. Okay, good job. So let's see. So now we're in the center of our mat. Beautiful. Now, walk your hands over to the left side and turn and bring your legs to the back. So now we're facing the back of our mat, and we're going to just give your feet a little pity-patty. Beautiful. And then tuck the toes, lift the knees, and slide up into your downward dog. Nod the head, yes and no. Pedal those feet out. What else would make this feel good to your body? Take a big breath in. Sigh it all the way out. Good job. Bringing those big toes together to touch. Inhaling the left leg all the way up to the sky. Keep those hip points facing forward. Draw a few ankle circles. And then when you're ready, bend that left knee and reach your leg over to the right. Gentle hip opener. Trying to keep those shoulder points forward, the hips forward. Beautiful. Inhaling, bringing that knee into the chest and planting that foot down on the ground. Find your lunge on this other side. If you'd like to frame your foot with the blocks, you could grab those blocks. Frame that foot or not. It just depends on what your body likes when you're in the lunge. And then once you get in that lunge, pulse your legs a little bit. Let's wake the legs up. Beautiful. Sliding that right knee down. Coming into the low lunge, right hand to right hip, left hand to left hip. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Finding our crescent lunge on this side. Wiggle the shoulders, drop those shoulder blades down the back. Enjoy a breath here. Lifting up through the heart, squeezing those legs together. Helping that balance stay strong. Beautiful. Take another breath. As you exhale, we're going to let that right hand circle forward, down, and back. It's going to come to that leg. We're going to reach up and back with that left arm. Take a breath. Good job. One more. Nice. Now we're going to exhale, circling that left arm down, left elbow to left knee, sliding up into our little half side angle pose here. Right arm comes up. Find a gentle twist here. Opening up that front of the heart space. You could reach back a little further with the right elbow. Beautiful. Inhale, we're going to come all the way back up and back. Circle the right arm back and down. Reach up again with the left, maybe a little further up. Maybe not. Beautiful. Inhale, slide forward. And this time, bring that left hand down towards the ground in front of the left foot. Reaching that right arm up. And then let the right hand come and set on your right hip. Yep, and just finding that weird little awesome stretch going up here. Good job. Beautiful. Gently let this right hand come back down. I'm going to turn and pivot towards the front. Grab those blocks if you're using them, and then slide into that half splits. Inching the foot forward if you like. Keeping the heart lifted. Anchor down in the heel and draw those toes back towards the body. Beautiful. Take a breath. One more. All right. Sliding forward into that low lunge again. Inhaling and then exhaling, sliding back. Take a few of these at your pace and move with your breath. All right, one more forward. One more back. I'm going to slide forward into that lunge, scooting that front block out of the way, planting the left hand by the left foot again. Inhale, reach up, find your lunge with a twist. If you like, you could tuck the back toe if that feels better. Beautiful. Take another breath here. Circle that top arm down and back. Bring it to the ground. Now we're going to lift this back foot and we're going to let it come off the mat. It's going to come behind us, so it's just straight behind me, and I'm tucking my toe again, right? And then I'm going to walk my hands towards the front. I'm going to set up for gate pose on the other side, so gently turning towards the front, letting this left foot come flat to the ground. Make sure you're firm on your right knee, on your blanket, however you like it. Move that block out of the way. Good job. So gate pose, just left leg is nice and long, right knee is underneath. That's probably better. Great. So now let's take a few rounds again of that cat and cow. Slowly pushing away from the ground, rounding into the shoulders, tucking the tailbone. Find your arched cat spine. And then inhale, slide back into cow. Go at your pace with your breath, moving through your body in this space. Close your eyes, make any adjustments that you would like. All right, one more cat and one more cow. Meet me with a flat back and plant down that right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm up, reaching up, up, up in your gate. And then exhale, we're going to swoop all the way over, down and around and through, but don't go all the way through. We're just doing that reach, right? We're opening up those shoulder blades on the back. Reach, reach, reach. Yep, nice and long. Beautiful. Inhale, nice and slowly coming all the way up. Stacking those arms. Maybe reaching a little further through if that feels good to you. Maybe not if it doesn't. Exhale, down and through. Reach, reach, reach. Open up on the back. Inhale, back up to the top. Go only as far as you like. Then exhale, slide all the way down. Thread that needle, coming onto the right cheek. Let your left shoulder melt into the ground. Your right hand can come down by your face. Enjoy a few breaths here. Adjust whatever would help you sink into this pose a little further. Releasing down as the ground rises up to support you. All right, one more breath. Sigh it out. Push into the ground with that right hand. We're going to slowly come all the way back up with the left, all the way up, up, up. Sparkling the fingers. And then let the hands come back down to the ground. And slowly slide that left knee back under. Bring the knees together and sway your hips side to side. How far to the side do you want them to go? You get to choose. What would feel best to you? Okay, one more on each side. And come on back up. Put those knees back underneath you and come back onto your calves. Tuck your feet, your shoelaces back underneath you. Coming back up onto our calves. Give the wrists a shimmy, another shake. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring hands down in front of you. And we're going to come back into our table. So rise back up into table, but not for long. Take a few breaths here. Swaying side to side. And then we're going to gently, and I know we're sideways. We're doing this one for a reason, right? So I hope that you're sideways with me too. We're going to slowly tuck the toes, lift the knees, rise up into your downward dog, but then gently step out into a wide-legged forward fold. There you go. So only as wide as you'd like to go. What helps you melt down? So get those legs to your sides and feet are parallel, right? Gently come on down. Maybe you want to come down and rest your head on a block. Rest it on whatever height you like. Maybe you want to rest your head on the ground. We're going to take a few breaths here. So do what makes you feel comfortable. Some people like to reach out and rest their hands on their ankles. Some people like to take their hands and reach them through their legs and pull themselves under a little further. Others might want to bring the hands up to the small of the back or even interlace those fingers perhaps with a mudra and let your palms fall forward. Yogi's choice. Take a few moments in this grounding posture, grounding down into your sacred center, perhaps visiting your intention as you melt down towards the earth, releasing the lower back. If your head is hanging, you could nod your head yes and no. Wherever you are, definitely unclench your jaw. Beautiful. Take another breath. Sighing it all the way out. Starting to lift the gaze, bringing those hands back underneath you. Slowly inch those feet together. We're going to find ourselves in a forward fold. So if you have that blanket there, maybe you're just like gently inching onto the blanket, whatever works. There's not a lot of rules here. Just relax down. Bring your hands to your opposite elbows, sway side to side. Nod your head, yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. This time we're going to inhale. We're going to slowly ragdoll up to standing. So when you're ready, just gently start to come up one vertebrae at a time. Let the arms and the hands hang long. No hurries, no worries. Come all the way up, and then when you get up there, take the shoulders around them all the way up, down and back. Stepping side to side. Maybe you're still on your blanket. Maybe you've scooted it out of the way. Find your mountain pose. Rising all the way up to the top. Feet are rooted down. Shoulders, let's draw them all the way back up and around again. Drop those shoulder blades on the back. Palms are forward. Chest is lifted. Beautiful. Bend your knees just a little bit and tuck your tailbone. Nice. Okay, take a big breath in, sweep the arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands together at prayer. Slight bend in the knees, draw the hands down all the way through center. Inhale back up. Starting to rise up. Exhale, we're going to sink a little bit further into those knees. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, back down. All the way up. Connecting your movement with your breath. Okay, one more big inhale all the way up, up, up. Exhale, hands together at prayer. Bring them down to your heart. Stay here for a moment in your heart space. Visit your intention. Visit whatever you're working on, whatever called you to your mat today, at this moment, in this space, in time. Beautiful. Gently sway side to side. Get those feet nice and firm underneath you. Bring your hands to your hips. Slide into a beautiful, beautiful pose, a little balance to end our practice. Gently bring that knee to your chest. Beautiful. And slowly, we're going to let it slide out to the side. Bring your hand down to the front. We're going to slide into a tree. Push your foot into your leg, wherever it falls. Is it falling down by your ankle, your calf, coming up into your thigh? Wherever it is, push back into your foot with your leg, your calf, your ankle. If you'd like, you could grow those branches up really tall, lifting up through the heart, through the hands. Take a breath here, sigh it out. One more. Beautiful. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the heart. We're going to slowly switch sides. Knee comes back to chest. Gently, foot back down to the ground. Slide over to the left side. Ooh, inhale, right knee to chest. Hands come to hips. Help that right knee come out. Right foot's going to slide into that left leg. Where does it fall on this side? That's totally up to you. You get to choose. Once you find your sweet spot, push the foot back into the leg. Push the leg into the foot, seal the deal. Find that connection, anchoring down, then rise up, lifting your branches up as high as you would like them to go on this side. Take a few breaths in your tree, feeling calm and steady in your center. Beautiful. One more breath. Exhale it all the way out. Hands coming back to heart, knee back to chest, foot back to mat. Give the legs a little shimmy, a little shake. Nice. Inhale, sweep those arms down all the way up. Beautiful sun breath. Hands coming back together at prayer. This time they're going to slide down the center and we're going to slide down with them into our forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Nod the head, yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Wiggle your lips and unclench your jaw. Beautiful. We're going to slowly turn towards the front of the mat. Turn and pivot towards the front of the mat. Step your feet out into a downward dog. Cuddle it out. Nod the head. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. If you'd like, you can go ahead and take a vinyasa or two as we close out our practice. When you're done with that, come and meet me in a wide-legged child's pose. So bringing those big toes together to touch on the mat, and then gently letting the knees come out to the edges and walking your hands down. Go as far as you would like to go. Taking a few breaths here, grounding our energy back down. Beautiful. One more big breath in. Letting it all the way out. Lifting the gaze, walking the hands back to the bodies. Nice. Bring those knees together. I'm going to slowly come down on to our butts. Let the leg come around to the side and the other leg can come out and under. Beautiful. Come to your butts. And actually, we're not going all the way down. Not just yet. Not just yet, yogis. Almost, but not yet. Take another breath. And we're going to do a nice little gentle twist before we relax all the way down. So bring the left leg under, right leg around to the top. Coming on to those sits bones. Beautiful. Inhale the arms forward and up. Reaching up, up, up. Exhale and turn and twist to the right. Planting the right hand behind you. See if you can get into your twist a little bit further this time. You could hook your left elbow on that right knee, or you could reach your hand forward and hook further on the leg. What feels best to you? Looking over the right shoulder. Let's enjoy 3 breaths here. Beautiful. On that last exhale, bring your gaze to the front. Slowly bring those shoulders to the front. Nice. Lean back. We're going to switch the cross of our legs. Bring the legs out. Give them a little shimmy, a little shake, maybe a bicycle, what feels good to you. And then the right leg's going to go under. The left leg's coming around on top. Make any adjustments so that it feels good on this side, right? These hips might not feel the same on both sides. So we really are trying to honor our bodies today and give them what they ask for on each side. Beautiful. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, turn and twist to the left. Again, choose. Do you want to hook with your arm, with your elbow? What helps you deepen your twist a little further on this side? Looking over that left shoulder, let's enjoy 3 more breaths. Cleansing our bodies with our breath. Cleansing our minds with our intentions. Cleansing our hearts with gratitude. Gently unwinding on your next exhale. Gaze comes to the front, then the shoulders. Beautiful. Lean back. Let's bring those legs out again to the front. Give them another shimmy, another shake. And now we're going to allow ourselves to melt down. So if you want your blanket underneath you or your blocks somewhere special, put them wherever you'd like so they're ready when you go for your Shavasana, right? So come on to the hips. And we're going to hang on to our legs and just gently let ourselves slide down. Coming all the way down to the ground. Beautiful. Now when you get here, let's take a full body stretch. Extend the legs long. Interlace those hands up over, interlace the fingers up over your head and push the palms away from your body. Getting really long in both directions. Point the toes. And see if you can push your head into the ground while you arch your ribs off of the ground. And when you're ready, we're going to gently allow ourselves to melt down. Release the stretch. Let the head come down to the ground. Let the arms come to the sides. Lift the shoulders up and relax them back down. And decide, do you want to Shavasana with your palms up, your palms down? You're at home. Do you want to slide over and put your legs up on a wall somewhere, which is a beautiful way, you would just, lay up against the wall with your legs up and just relax down. It's really nice. Release a little more for that lower back. You could splay the legs out a little wider. You could even Shavasana in a 5-pointed star. Take a few moments to visit your breath. Again, think about that beautiful sun breath filling all the way up. Fresh, clean air, clean energy, and clean thoughts. And releasing out anything stale. With every exhale, let it go. Stale air, stale energy, stale thought. Relaxing down into the support of the earth beneath you. Allow yourself a moment of rest. Okay, friends, whenever you're ready, start to bring yourself back to the space, back to your body, and back to your breath. Licking your lips, wiggling out that face. Give the shoulders a little wiggle, and then gently turn your head side to side. Wiggling the fingers, the toes. See if you can slowly slide one leg up into your chest, and then meet it with the other. Wrapping the hands around the knees, rock side to side. Starting to draw some circles with your knees. Big knee circles, offering a really nice lower back massage along the way. And then circle in the other direction. Still balancing all of the movements out in all of the ways. Nice. Bring those knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around them. Give yourself a really big hug. Thank yourself for showing up. I thank you all for showing up and practicing with me here today, and for all of those who come and visit this virtual replay. What a gift. So happy to offer this, and I'm so happy that you're enjoying it so much. It's so amazing. Thank you. Beautiful. Now let's take our hands under our legs for hammocks, and we're going to rock front to back. Give yourself a few rocks. Nice, gentle. Then come on back. Still giving that spine some love. Let's take one more. All right, coming back up. Finding your favorite comfortable seated position. Whatever feels good to you. Which way would you like to end your practice? All right. Rocking side to side on those sits bones. Getting nice and firm in your seat. Again, you choose, do you want to keep those palms down or bring them up to receive a little more goodness from the universe as we close out? Take a breath. Sigh it out. One more. Beautiful. Hands come out to the sides, palms down, sparkle the fingers. Inhale, sweep all the way up. We're going to enjoy a few more sun breaths to close this beautiful afternoon flow. Exhaling down through center. Inhaling back up, reaching all the way up. Calling in all that goodness from the universe into our world and drawing it down into our heart space. into our entire aura. Inhaling one more ginormous breath all the way up. Exhale back down. Bring those hands together at prayer. Bowing our heads into our heart space. Reminding our heads that it is okay to listen to the wisdom of our hearts. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm really enjoying these virtual flows, and I'm glad to see that you are too. Feel free to leave any comments if there's a certain type of flow that you would like to experience. I'll try to see what I can do. Until next time, yogis, have a great week.